ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game of the decade. It's the game of the decade, starring the games of the decade. I got a bracket here. Let's run down the games. I've looked at all of them. I looked at all the games that I have, and the ones I've played, and we're gonna just quickly figure out which is the best game of the last 10 years. And that's from 2010 to 2020. I know decades are, not what you would expect. There's it goes from 2009 to 2020 or 2019. I don't fucking know what the actual decade number is. Or the decade starts in 2011. I don't fucking care. We're doing 2010 to 2020. Makes sense to me. First off, here's just the games I played and the years they came out. Some of them, like Fallout New Vegas, I only really played the Game of the Year edition, which came out, I think, in 2014 or something, 2013. So it's, not perfect, but whatever. So, Red Dead Redemption. Oh! Cowboys! Wow! I only actually really played that this year. Because I was like, I wonder what, PS3 is. I've never really played those games. I was I've heard of Red Dead Redemption, I've watched people play it. Now I've played it. Love it! Oh my god! I kind of want to get the second one. Demon Souls. Wow! What a great game! What a game that is good, and a great game, in fact. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm not like a gamer. I don't know. Demon Souls. That's Demon Souls, Demon Souls, Demon Souls, Demon Souls. You know, that sort of thing. Demon Souls. What the fuck? It's so good. By the way, these are not all the games I played. These are the games I played and liked. So, really, my commentary here is just to let you know what they are. Scott Pilgrim vs. Demon Souls, is Demon Souls, it's PS3. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. I don't think that's the actual title, but, that was a fun one. I swear I learned about Scott Pilgrim. Actually, no, I must have known about the film, and then this was promoted via the film. I was like, cool. And then I fell in love with Kim Pine, her sprites in that game. I played as Kim Pine exclusively in that game. I was like, she's so cute, and I love her, and I want to be her, Epic. Fun little beat-em-up game, great music, and a Managuchi. Fallout New Vegas. I mean, it's the best Fallout since Fallout. It's doesn't have that Bethesda stink about it. It's actually good. I really wish Obsidian would make Fallout Newer Vegas, or maybe 2 Vegas, or just another Fallout game, just another open world game. I love Obsidian, but they have been making different types of games, top-down, like Baldur's Gate and Diablo style top-down game, I think, recently, and it's apparently very good, but it's just not the sort of thing I grew up with, not the sort of thing I'm interested in. I like this, because it's more of an action RPG thing. I like my action. Minecraft, technically did, release in this decade, and the betas and alphas from before were where I got into it. But yeah, Minecraft, obviously, was the biggest thing ever. Kirby's Epic Yarn, this was pretty fun. I don't really remember playing it so much as I remember watching Game Grumps play it, Dan and Aaron. It was fun, that was nice. I don't know, it's just sort of cute, but I don't know, I don't think this is going to do very well in this, battle, because it's it's alright. I wouldn't return to it. Portal 2, that's a great little game. I've played that a few times. I remember there being Portal 1's better because it's good, and it's it doesn't have stupid references to itself, and it doesn't jump the shark. I don't know. Portal 2's just good. It's just good, okay? Shut up. Maybe the potato GLaDOS is a bit silly. Maybe some other things are a bit silly, but I don't know. Portal 1 didn't come out this decade, so Portal 2 is the only one who can compete anyway, so there's not even not even a problem. Terraria. Terraria is Minecraft again, but on its side in 2 dimensions. I didn't like it at first, but ever since they made a lot of updates over the years that have been like, wow, like big updates. And it's great. It's such a fucking rich experience. I've not completed it completely. I've barely scratched the surface of what you can do in Terraria because it's kind of difficult solo. LA Noire, similar to Red Dead Redemption, PS3 game, big game at the time, never completed it myself, completed it this year, loved it. Honestly, it felt like it could have gone on for longer. I wanted it to go on for longer, but I like that it ended in the way it did. I just want more, you know? LA Noire 2? Come on, you can do that. From Dust. From Dust is a bit of an obscure one. I think I'm gonna fact check myself, but not right now. The guy who made the Mykaruba game, I don't know what it's called. He did the Heart of Darkness on Super Nintendo, made From Dust, and it's very good. I don't know really how to describe it other than your gameplay. It's like you're putting sand and building rocks and making things and making like mountains that protect your people that run around on the ground from like waves and tidal waves and tsunamis and tornadoes and enemies. It's really quite good. It's kind of short though. It's a cute little game. I love it. Very good game. Nobody knows about it. Play it. Look it up. Uncharted 3. It's Uncharted. You know, it's alright. I don't think too highly of the Uncharted series. I still haven't played the 4th game. But like, I don't dislike Uncharted. There's lots of little bits about it that I'm like, that sucks. But it's hard to hate, you know? Movie game stuff, that whole conversation is long since become boring to like be angry about games becoming movies. It's whatever. It has cutscenes, they're okay. Kirby's Adventure Wii, similar to Kirby's Epic Yarn, I don't think it's going to do very well. It's just a nice Kirby game that I enjoy playing. But it's not in any way one of the best Kirby's. It's just fine. It's just good. It's just alright. 2012 though, we got Journey. Lovely game. Always like replaying that. Love the atmosphere. One of those games that is like, you know, calls into the question what the fuck a game is. You just walk through it and it's nice. You know what? Regardless of what it is, I love it. And it technically is a video game, so it's on the list. And I guess, yeah, third fell states, it's whatever. It's just good, you know? They've re-released it a million times, but unlike Skyrim, I don't care. I like it. Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. So I contained Prepare to Die in that, because the DLC I feel like it's not super integral to the experience, but you lose a lot without that extra fucking stuff. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's really nice. Dark Souls is my favorite game ever. It defined the whole fucking decade. It's pretty big. Fire Emblem Awakening. It's the only Fire Emblem I played that came out this decade, and I think this is it's okay. It's better than the GameCube and Wii ones that they made, but it's not quite. It never quite gets to the level of like hype and cool that was 7 and Sacred Stones. One of these days, I will deep dive back into that, because I replayed Fire Emblem 7, and I loved it. It wasn't just nostalgia. I actually enjoyed playing all of the missions and getting everybody up, and it was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening, that was a decent one. But because of how not amazing it was, I didn't feel like playing the subsequent ones, because it's just sort of like, yeah. I've never felt like replaying this one. I don't know why. The Last of Us. Initially, didn't give a shit, because it was a big hype game, and I hate hype. If something is hype, I despise it on principle, until the hype dies down, and if it's still regarded as high quality, then I might go back and look at it, and that's what happened this year. Again, another PS3 game that I went back to, and I played it 2020 during lockdown, and it was, it was like, oh wow, like, fucked up society, that reminds me of current day. So I played it and it was good and I liked it and it was very nice. Ellie and Joel, epic combo. And Joel definitely was, like, I played this, I think, just before The Last of Us 2 started being talked about and then dropping. So I got all of this in, and then, no wait, I think The Last of Us 2 was out and people were talking about it. So I played The Last of Us, because I was like, I may as well. I can't remember. But I remember realizing at the end, like, yeah, fucking Joel, you killed everyone. That's not good. I don't know. I don't really have much of a take with The Last of Us. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I remember enjoying this. It was recommended by Total Biscuit. Rest in peace. He loved it, and I loved it. I don't know whether I love it still. I haven't played it in a long time. It's one of those, like, two sides of the joystick control one of the brothers each. There's puzzles. It's quite lovely to look at. It's quite nice and quaint. Not too silly, not too video gamey. And, there's a nice twist. And it's a twist where the gameplay, like, it's all very nicely put together. The gimmick is more than it appears. I've given away this twist. It doesn't matter, though. GTA 5, that was a good one. I played the story, and I liked it. I like Trevor. I like Michael. Franklin D. Roosevelt, I think, is not in this game. But Franklin is in this game. And he says, I don't know what I'm doing. And his friend's like, you gotta help the hood. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, chip, whatever. I didn't really resonate much with Franklin. He just seems like doesn't care about anything. Which maybe would resonate for young teens. But I was much more on, like, the Trevor and the Michael side of things. Like, I can feel a little more what they're going through. Those brothers in arms, they betrayed each other. Or rather, Michael betrayed everyone. And, gameplay is pretty good. Never played online, because I hate online anything. The idea that you could run around in GTA, and then somebody could just drive up and shoot you with a rocket launcher and then kill you, and then you'd be dead, and then you'd be like, oh. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I wasn't the first person to play this game, which means I'm automatically, like, fodder for whoever's around. So that sucks. Hate things like that. I hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it. So I've never even considered online. Boy. Stanley Parable. That's interesting. That was a funny one. Alright, I'm gonna get through these real quick. Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. Based crossover. I made a video about it. I love it. It is everything Wright and everything Layton and everything together, and it's just a really fucking good game. The only thing that's bad about this game is that on the 3DS, it sort of lags a few times. It lags because of the amount of 3D stuff that's happening, which is something that I cannot abide, because it's a 3DS game on a 3DS console. There's no other way to play it. You can't upgrade your 3DS to get more RAM or whatever. That's just how it looks, which is not good. It's only a few moments, but it did annoy me. So that's the only thing. But aside from that, it's a perfect game. I love, I said it at the time, if you like Phoenix Wright, and you like Professor Layton, and you like crossovers, then it's exactly what you love in a fucking crossover. Lisa the Painful, based game, epic, one of the only RPGs I've ever enjoyed. Bloodborne. Bloodborne is a game where there's blood, and you're born from it. Perhaps. At least the joyful sequel to Lisa the Painful, basically the same game, but technically came out in different years. Downwell. You go down, and well, that's all there is to it. It's very, very fun. Like, haptic I don't know what, no, not haptic feedback, stimulus. It feels good to jump on things, and it does a lot of good job making you feel good about jumping on things. Undertale. I don't need to explain that. It's Undertale. It's very good. Dark Souls 3, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Hollow Knight, Slime Rancher, Last Day of June. This one is a bit of it's a puzzle game and an emotionally sort of story game. It's quite short and it's kind of independent, and it got a very unique art style, and it's very heartwarming, and I love it. So try that. If you ever see that one, Last Day of June. It's just good. It's just good. Hat in Time. I haven't really played this that much enough to say that it's good. But it's like Hollow Knight. Like Hollow Knight and Hat in Time. I'm like, I know they're good games. I can't say that they're not good games based on everything I see about them, based on all of the good, the goodwill the developers have shown for being like really, really fucking prolific developers of content, and they make cute-looking, fun-looking games for people who this genre is not being satisfied by the major studios. So, like, I can't hate it. I just haven't got around to playing either of them that much. Slime Rancher I played a fuck ton of. I think I beat that game, actually, with the amount of stuff I did. And by the way, Pokemon Go, lol. Dark Souls 3, better than Dark Souls, maybe? Probably? Nah, not really. Kind of, but it's debatable. Pokemon Sun and Moon was just a delightful little experience. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Sapphire. Or rather, I hadn't played a Pokemon game since Pokemon X, and I didn't give a fuck about that. So Pokemon Sun and Moon was a lot nicer. Ni no Kuni Revenant Kingdom is like an RPG in which there is a mechanic that you build a kingdom, and you collect people who can help build your kingdom and provide weapons and armor and magic and buffs and spells and things and higgledies and all this stuff to your kingdom, and you get money, you get income. It's like a city builder and an RPG, and it's pretty good. I kind of love it. I played the whole fucking thing. I never do that with a video game. I never play the whole fucking thing, especially when it's an RPG. I've heard, though, this is the sequel to Ni no Kuni 1, which is not technically the same story at all. I've heard the Ni no Kuni 1's a much better story than this one, and I could agree, because there's a lot of things in this that are not fleshed out enough for my liking. But my headcanon carried me a lot of the way. Kenshi, but if you've ever wondered what it would be like if a game had everything in it, every possible game mechanic in an RPG, you got a team of people that you can individually outfit in certain things. They have like multitudes of different skills they can get good at. When they go in combat, certain limbs can be damaged more than others. And you need to heal people, and is food you need to feed people, and it's in a strange, interesting location, a world that has been ravaged by some sort of technological apocalypse where robots are the only people who remember anything, and then everyone else is like evolved from the goo that followed. It's a really big open world experience that you can do. You can build your own base. Kind of similar, actually. Except this one is a lot more open-ended. Have basically no story whatsoever. This one has a linear plotline. Baba Is You, fun puzzle game. I got stuck, but I liked what I saw. Short Hike, cute puzzle game. Not very difficult, but it's very lovely to look at, and I walked around and I spoke to everyone, and I was like, hello, and I got the feathers, and I got to the top of the hike. That was good. Very short, but very good. Trover Saves the Universe is a Justin Roiland improv hour in VR. I didn't play it in VR, because I don't have that, but very funny and cool regardless. Because it's Justin Roiland just being funny and silly and talking to you, the player, as you do things. And the stuff you do, the gameplay is, like, pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's that fun. I think it's really just Justin Roiland improv experience, the game. But, you know, what else do you need? So that is my list of games that I've played in this decade that I liked. It's not that many. This is all of them. This is all the games I played that came out in this decade that I enjoyed. I don't play a lot of games, so let's figure out how this is gonna go. I don't know how this thing works. So, okay, finally we are here at the stupid fucking thing. And, can I go full screen? Let's go to report the scores. So, between Kirby's Adventure, actually, we can... Okay, fucking just work. Kirby's Adventure Wheel, Red Dead Redemption. Score 1, Red Dead Redemption wins. Red Dead Redemption, submit scores before we continue. Oh, fuck off. Red Dead Redemption. Okay, and next one is LA Noire versus Fallout New Vegas. This is actually difficult, because LA Noire is a fucking great little game. Oh yeah, I guess I could give it, like, score. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna verify the winner. Who cares about score? Fallout New Vegas, I think, edges this one just on sheer replayability. You play this once or twice, you figured out everything that you could do. You play this 10 times, you still got way more stuff you can figure out, and also there's mods and stuff, so that's the one. Fallout New Vegas wins. Oh my god, these things are right up, like, the biggest battles immediately. Terraria vs Minecraft. I guess it's Minecraft. Terraria is great, but you can't beat that. You can't beat Minecraft. Okay. Uncharted 3 versus Demon Souls. Demon Souls! There's obviously Demon Souls. Not even a question about it. Sorry, Uncharted 3, but you fucking suck. And then the last preliminary thing, we got From Dust and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. Ooh, that's a strange one. I've never thought of which is better, From Dust or Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. If I'm being totally honest, I think it's From Dust. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, is kind of fun, but it gets pretty boring, and it's mostly good because of it looks nice, and it sounds lovely. And I love Kim Pine. And I am Kim Pine, and Kim Pine is Alley-Oop. So, as a game goes, From Dust is more interesting, but it's also, like, not that replayable. It's also very short. Scott Pilgrim has a bit more to it. From Dust is great, though. Well, we can figure this out. Scott Pilgrim, I think, edges it out in terms of just sheer joy. Right, now we get to round 2, but basically round 1. So, Baba Is You, Red Dead Redemption. I think it's pretty clear. The Red Dead Redemption is more about cowboys than Baba Is You. Baba Is You is a very unique, cool little game. I don't think it would beat Red Dead Redemption, even though Red Dead Redemption, being an open world game, it's a lot of just riding around and there's not much to it, and the side quests are like, who cares a lot of the time? But I really did like the main story. And the gameplay, just generally, the fire, the shooting, the riding, the cattle ranching, all of the stuff, and then the general atmosphere. It's just, it does more for me than Baba. Even though Baba's great. Sorry, you're dead. Okay, Undertale vs. Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. God, as much as I love Layton vs. Wright, I think Undertale's got to win that. Like, in terms of a game I want to replay, I think Layton vs. Wright is one I would rather replay, just because Undertale is so pervasive in culture, and especially at the time it was like so big you couldn't escape it, that I can't play that again without knowing exactly what's going to happen at every second. Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright, I've probably forgotten the twist by this point. I've probably forgotten how to do all the puzzles, for sure, and the trials. So playing it again would be almost fresh. Which would, like, but this isn't about which game I currently would replay. It's again about which game is the best of the decade. Undertale was a very influential game, it was a very unique game, it was a very good game. It created a lot of porn. I ain't gonna lie. Look, you can talk about it like a simpleton, or you can get into the real shit. There's a lot of porn out there, and that counts for a lot these days, I think. So for that reason, Undertale wins. It's not actually for that reason, but you know. Oh no. Last Day of June, you got fucked. Dark Souls Prepare to Die obviously wins, but Last Day of June is so good. Go and look it up and play it, because it's a lovely little independent game. I don't want to say too much about it, because it is story-based. And it is a based story. Okay, Hat in Time and Journey. This one, I think I can say it's Journey, just because I've played Journey more than I've played A Hat in Time, which is funny to say, because Journey is a very short game, and Hat in Time has a lot of stuff to it. I didn't play really that much of Hat in Time at all. I don't think I even beat the first level. Like, I beat the first stage. I played a few stages, but like I didn't beat the first like map and move on to a different one. I think I started on a spooky one. I was like, okay, well, cool, I guess. Something wasn't grabbing me, something wasn't interesting to me. Journey I can play, like, right now again, so, like, I love Journey. It's so fucking good. It's a tale as old as time. Okay, Ni no Kuni Revenant Kingdom of Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I gotta say it's Fallout New Vegas. Just the fact that you have so much agency on top of the big cool world with stuff in it, the dialogue and all the NPCs and the quests, and Ni no Kuni having quests that aren't nearly as interesting, but they do have a few locations that are just sublime. And the gameplay is great as well. Just running around, like action rolling and slicing and dicing. I should have been given these things scores, because then it would be like, oh, Fallout New Vegas gets a 10, this gets a 9, you know, stuff like that, but whatever. I'm not doing that. Maybe I could do it again with scores, but I don't really care to get in such nitty-gritty. Okay, Bloodborne versus The Last of Us. You know, this might surprise people, but I think I'm gonna go with The Last of Us, because The Last of Us, the story was, like, you know, the character dynamic with it was presented in a very effective way. The world, the story, the gameplay, it's simple, really. Like, you stealth, you shoot, then there's a bunch of shooting, but you can't use up too much ammunition, otherwise you'll run out. So it sort of works with the world, but I was very frugal, so I, like, had plenty of stuff all the time. I really only made health packs when I found a health pack item. I was like, well, I may as well use up my resources so I can just pick this up, because otherwise I can't pick it up. So, it's like gameplay and story, Bloodborne story and gameplay. Alright, I'll tell you what. Bloodborne, I've tried to replay it, and I get to, like, Father Ted, or whatever his fucking name is, and I beat him eventually, and then I go on to the lady, the big fucking dog in the church, and I'm like, okay, it was kind of tough, but whatever. And then there's the rancid beast down in the mud, the werewolf boy, and he's like, oh, fuck. He gets you toxic so fucking easy. It's such a brutal game so often, and you level up at a pace where you always feel like you could fucking die at any moment. You can never feel overpowered going into an area like you can in Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3 and even Demon Souls to an extent. So Bloodborne is like scary. Like it's scary, but only if you're a coward, such as me. If you're like epic and you just run in, you get more out of it. And I played Bloodborne all the way through. I beat all the bosses. I didn't play the DLC because it wasn't out at the time. And it's so fucking frantic. But I gotta say, I probably would... it's a little difficult, but it's Bloodborne. Bloodborne wins. Last of Us, you're pretty good. Oh my god. Kenshi versus Minecraft? Ooh, I don't know. Alright. Kenshi vs. Minecraft is a little bit of a tricky one because both of them fill the same sort of itch, same sort of niche in a way. Minecraft, possibilities are endless, but for me, what I play Minecraft for is either to just play, like, get to full diamond armor as fast as possible and get enchanting so that everything is, like, set up, and then immediately get bored and not do anything. Or it's, have a vision for a build and design it in creative and then build it on a server somewhere so that people can see it and be like, oh, wow. And usually I would build it in survival. That's more of, like, the fun. It's like, if I need, like, for building, like, a giant fucking pyramid where the construction is, like, it's not complicated because I'm not good at complicated builds that look nice. I'm good at huge structures that just take a lot of time. I'm good at time. I can spend hours just digging and then building a big fucking thing. And, that is so fun. Just that, you know? All of the extra stuff Minecraft can do, all of the mods, it's aside from the main core appeal to me, which is just getting loads of blocks over a long period of time and then stacking them up so that you've made a big thing that you can walk up and fall down on. And then also I kind of like killing mobs and just exploring in nomad life. Kenshi, on the other hand, is, I guess it's not too similar, but it's a lot of the same tedium that I enjoy about Minecraft, because you go into a mine in Minecraft, you're getting cobblestone, you're getting sometimes a bit of coal, iron, redstone, occasionally diamonds, sometimes lapis, and you can use all of those things for different projects, different builds, but the fact of the matter is, if you want to make a huge fucking thing in Minecraft, you need a lot of bricks. You need a lot of brown bricks. And in Kenshi, to live, it's a whole lot of work to get people to a point where they can fight. It's hard to explain Kenshi if you don't already know Kenshi, because it's easy, everyone knows Minecraft at least a little bit. It's in the name. But Kenshi is, you start out as usually one person, and it's a kind of a D&D... Oh, fuck off. Is there gonna be fireworks now? Alright, whatever. There's fireworks. It's Christmas Day. Hopefully you won't be able to hear that. So, Kenshi, you start off as like a person, and this person can die, and then the game is over. Your goal is really just to not die at the start. There is no goal in the game unless you want to do something, which is exactly the same as Minecraft. You're put in the world and you can die, or you can live, and there's some stuff you can do in between. Kind of like reality. Shut up, fireworks. So, you start out in the world in Kenshi. You have a guy, he's usually wearing rags, and he's got no money, and he's got, like, no skills in anything, and just do stuff. And he's like, okay, I'll just walk over here, I'll go into a town, and I'll see what I can do. I can talk to people in the bar. Some of them might want to join my gang, but if I give them 3,000 cats, which is the currency, so I have to go find a way to get cats, I could either steal things, you could sneak around, steal things in the dead of night from the town, or you could go out and mine outside, get some iron or copper, bring it in and sell it. You could go out and fight bandits and probably get beat the shit out of because you're by yourself, and right now you suck at fighting and you have no weapons. And it's like you start from the same sort of area as you do in Minecraft, and you slowly, through tedium and turmoil and losing battles and winning battles, and losing battles and surviving is a lot of what Kenshi's about. But Minecraft, it's sort of like if you lose a battle, surviving is getting back to your body and collecting all of your crap. That's the same sort of thing. If you don't manage to do that, it's kind of like resetting, depending on how much stuff you were carrying. But yeah, in Kenshi, it's like you can add people to your group, and if your original guy dies, that's fine. Now you can control whoever is still in your group till the end of whenever. And you can then you gain skills by just doing things like crafting of various things. It's too much to explain in like a little thing like this. But the point I'm getting at is the appeal is very similar, and so to say one is better than the other is very difficult. Minecraft obviously is a juggernaut of the gaming industry, but Kenshi, I feel like I get more of that sort of stuff that I want out of that game than I do from Minecraft, which is more... It gets old quicker, I guess. Like, if I'm on a Kenshi binge, I will binge it 7 days a week for like 3 weeks. 24/7. Like, I love getting into Kenshi, but when I'm bored of it, I'm like, oh, I'm bored. You know, I've done everything, and then I'll come back to it like 7 months later. Minecraft, it's similar. I will play it really religiously. I'll mine all day and all night for like maybe a week and a half. It's really that much of a difference. So is this about like what is the best game of the year, or what is my favorite game of the year? Game of the decade, rather? I don't know. I guess it's not game of the decade in a more community sort of way. Like, the majority of people would have played Minecraft and not Kenshi. People who play Minecraft might not like Kenshi. By the way, if RuneScape was on this list, this would be a similar thing. It's RuneScape, Kenshi, and Minecraft. They have a sort of soothing tedium to their progression that I really get into. I don't know who to pick. I've just been running my mouth. Fuck. You know, Kenshi 2, or like a Kenshi better version, is coming out not too soon, but, you know, sooner than it used to be, I guess. There's been talk of development updates and stuff, so it's like that. If they update Kenshi, it will be better than Minecraft for sure, but I think at the moment, Minecraft has more to it. More like just breadth of fucking stuff you can do, and also memories, because it's been out for about 10 years now. More than 10 years. I guess Minecraft clinches it, but you should know that Kenshi's good. Okay, whatever. Shut up. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Okay, this is a different problem. These are two games that I liked alright. They're not similar in any way, and I don't know which is better than the other because of that. I remember making a Pokemon Moon video, because I played Pokemon Moon, and I was like, they have Alolan versions, but not enough. Why do they have fucking Goldeen in this game? Can't you have any fucking other Pokemon? You know, stuff like that. I didn't hate the game. I enjoyed it fine. But it's Pokemon, you know, it's good for a Pokemon game, which is to say not that good. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was a very good little game. So on the basis of that just not being like a disappointing thing at all, that wins. Pokemon Sun and Moon, you're right, but come on. Shut up, you know? A Short Hike versus Demon Souls. This is not the remake of Demon Souls, by the way. I'm not a fucking loser who bought a new age console like a fucking idiot. Lol. It kinda looks good, but whatever. I'm not buying a whole fucking system just to play Demon Souls again. Short Hike, lovely little game. Very cute, very nice. Demon Souls, way more to it. It's not really a contest, even though I love Short Hike. Demon Souls is so fucking cool. You can't even entertain that idea. Downwell and Lisa the Painful. It's gotta be Lisa. Downwell is a fun little arcade game, but... Oh, but then again... It's really like comparing apples and oranges in terms of like gameplay. Like, Downwell is an arcade, like Twitch reaction sort of like thing, a roguelite. Lisa the Painful is a story-based RPG. It's turn-based RPG with a big story to it. It's funny, it's quirky, and it is good and scary, and like actually scary, and like really interesting. So, based on just having more stuff to it, it's quantity over quality with me. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. If you're comparing apples to oranges, quantity does matter. Because if it's like, you mean apples are good, oranges are good. But if you have 2 oranges versus 1 apple, probably go for the oranges. That's a terrible analogy, whatever. Lisa the Painful is an incredible game. Slime Rancher and Kirby's Epic Yarn. Slime Rancher. Kirby's Epic Yarn is not that good. It's fine. Dark Souls 3 and the Stanley Parable. Oh, I think it's pretty clearly Dark Souls 3, but Stanley Parable is a nice, fun experience. Quirky independent. It was fun. I don't think I'd really replay it. You play it just to hear all of the different things the narrator has to say. And that doesn't take that long, and it's kind of funny, but I didn't, like, laugh my ass off or anything. And, you know, Dark Souls 3 gives me more. Trover Saves the Universe and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Similar to Stanley Parable, Trover Saves the Universe it's funny, and you want to hear all of the fucking lines Justin Roiland says, but that's about it. You know, I don't really want to replay it to see what different endings I could get, unless they have more Justin Roiland dialogue. I guess maybe I'd play it again for that. But Scott Pilgrim, come on, that's a big one. That's a good one. Okay, Lisa the Joyful versus Fire Emblem Awakening. Pretty fucking clear. Fire Emblem Awakening is not the best Fire Emblem game I've ever played. It was just decent, and it made me not enthused for the rest of the series going forward. So it's like, Lisa the Joyful is fucking incredible, so whatever. It obviously borrows a lot of its incredibleness from Lisa the Painful. They're really just one game. If Lisa the Painful and Lisa the Joyful combine, I think Painful would win, just because it's the main one, and Joyful's a bit shorter. But I do love Joyful. There's something about the difference of it's not just the same game, but the story is continued. It's a different sort of game, but kind of the same as well. It's like, it's only slightly different gameplay-wise. Hollow Knight and Portal 2. You know, if anyone else were doing this one, I think Hollow Knight would win most times, but I haven't played Hollow Knight really enough to get into it in the same way I've seen other people get into it. So I know it's a good game. I do intend to continue playing it later, but Portal 2, played multiple times. It's very fun. The puzzles are so well designed and enjoyable. I love it. Pokemon Go and GTA 5. This is a strange one. Okay. Gameplay-wise, you got GTA 5, driving, shooting, helicopters, running and punching, heists. I love the heists. I really wish in the story mode there were more of those. I know in the GTA Online there are heists, but fuck GTA Online, fuck online in general. It sucks, unless it's TF2. That's the only good online game ever. So, I love GTA 5. Pokemon Go, though, is a different animal. It's a different beast. I have been on record saying Pokemon Go is the best Pokemon game, just because it forgoes all of that boring, stupid shit combat that sucks, and the only reason people like Pokemon combat is when they purposefully, handicap themselves in a Nuzlocke way with rules that change the game such that it's not shit and boring and for babies. Pokemon Go is just like, you like Pokemon? I do like Pokemon. Well, here's a game where you can have them. Wow! I love it! And it also gets you out of the house. You know, that was fun. Gotta remember going out of the house. I remember going out of the house. Pokemon Go wins. Okay, we're in round 3. It's taking a lot longer than I thought. Let's see. Red Dead Redemption versus Undertale. It's getting a little tougher now. I'm thinking of the characters. John Marston is cool. All of the side characters he meets, like the crazy man who sells the potions and the grave digging guy, and his old partner who's a scumbag. Everyone's a fucking scumbag, and you just want to shoot them all. There's the sheriff who was cool. I liked working with him a little bit. But like, no one I would really miss. Like, your son is like, hey, he's alright. Kind of. The wife is, I forget. There's that Indian man who dies. There's that shitty drug-addled freak. There's the bitches from the government. Like, it really isn't a lot of character that is nice in that game. So it's pretty, thinking about it that way, I kind of would prefer Undertale. It's got a lot more going for it, especially with the music. It's obviously completely different tones, but like, I feel like Red Dead Redemption has an adequate like cowboy soundtrack, but it's not as actually good as a Sergio Leone, like, what's his face? I can't remember the composer's name, but the guy who did all the spaghetti westerns. He worked with Sergio Leone, like, the really incredible, like, iconic music. This just has the appearance, the feeling of that iconic music. I do not know what the Red Dead Redemption theme is. Does John Marston have a theme? Not really, I don't think so. It's just sort of like guitars and like atmosphere, but this is like got actual tunes in it. So, yeah, music-wise, this wins. Story and character-wise, this wins. Graphics, this is good. This has definitely captured the feeling of those old cowboy films. And it's so fun to be a cowboy. It's hard, but Undertale, I think. Undertale is better. Undertale's more for me. Alright, I don't need to say anything about this. Dark Souls is better than Journey. Journey's lovely, but Dark Souls is better. Fallout New Vegas and Bloodborne. I think Fallout New Vegas wins, just because in terms of the Dark Demon Shadow Blood series. Yeah, Sekiro Shadows died twice. Dark Demon Blood Shadows. Soulsborne sucks. I will say it again. Soulsborne is a bad name for a franchise that isn't really a franchise. Of those games, Bloodborne is probably the hardest for me to get a grip on. It's so fast-paced, and it's on the PS4 at 30 FPS, which makes it a little tricky to get into when I compare it to Dark Souls 3. And Fallout New Vegas is just so fucking good, guys. It's so fucking good. That's clear to me. Minecraft is better than Brothers. Absolutely. Demon Souls and Least of the Painful. Ooh, you're making me think now. I mean, one of them has more of a story that's like overtly, you're a character. You are Brad. And you are in this situation, and you've got psychological issues. You're seeing things in the night, and the game is like, in a way, it's similar to Demon Souls in the way that it feels unfair sometimes, especially on the harder difficulty, where like save points blow up after you use them once or twice. And then, like, randomly, if you go to sleep, a party member might just leave. You might get attacked. Somebody might get killed or poisoned or something. You might lose all your money. It's like, that's a really fucking brutal, unfair, upsetting sort of thing, but it sells the world that Least of the Painful is set in. Demon Souls, similarly, if you die too much, the enemies get stronger, and they just keep getting stronger, and then you die continually, and it's like your health goes lower and lower, and it's like, yeah, it sucks. Where's my safety blanket? But it's not. There's no safety blanket in Demon Souls world. It's fucking brutal, and that's just how it is. So similar in that way, and I like that about both games. Do I think Demon Souls is more fun than Least of the Painful? I'm like trying to replay at max speed my most recent playthroughs of both games, side by side. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to choose. My soul says Least of the Painful, but my demon says Demon Souls. I don't want to like let things like Dark Souls is already winning factor into this. I don't want to get meta, because that's not what this part is about. It's about which one is better between these two for actual real. And if it just happens to be that everything at the end is a Dark Demon Blood game, then fine. So I'm thinking purely on on the merits of this game versus this one. Which one would be more painful to play again? I think Demon Souls is kind of comforting in that you can kill enemies over and over and level up. In Least of the Painful, as far as I can remember, that doesn't happen. You just have enemies and you have to fight them. And when they're dead, they're dead. It's much more of a final sort of thing. The gameplay is like RPG stuff, so it's like not that engaging. Well, it's engaging, but it's just sort of like, I don't care for that visual style of combat portrayal. It doesn't really do much for me. I didn't grow up on games like that. Demon Souls, I love fucking slashing around a skeleton. There are a few annoying points. And I never beat the game. I always got to the king, and he stole my soul levels. And I got so frustrated because it happened like 3 or 4 times in a row. I was just like, I can't fucking, I'm never gonna play this game. I'm never gonna beat this game on this character. I need to restart the entire fucking game because he stole all my fucking levels. And I'm gonna go with Lisa. I'm gonna go with Least of the Painful. There's a little painful to say that, because Demon Souls. But I think if I was to choose between Demon Souls and Dark Souls, Demon Souls is... Oh, that would be too difficult, actually. Fuck that. No, I'm not even going to think about that. Okay. Slime Rancher vs. Dark Souls 3. I love Slime Rancher. You get slimes and you ranch them. It does get a little bit repetitive. And, if you don't know what you're doing with the new gadgets you unlock, or like you don't know which things to buy first, you can sort of fuck yourself up. Spending like way too long waiting for the money to come back up so that you can buy the thing that gets you money faster, that sort of upgrade bullshit. But I guess Dark Souls 3 is the same in that if you put the levels into the wrong things, you're stupid, and then you will be punished for it by having to play more and grind more. I think Dark Souls 3 has a lot more to it, though. God dang. Choosing between games that are so different is such a difficult thing. I just think of the imagery of the two of them together. Slime Rancher, the pink slimes. I guess progression nearer the end gets a little slow for my liking. You need to get all the upgrades and you're like, okay, what do I gotta do? I gotta have like a new... I've bought all of the farms, I've gone to all of the different neighbors and done all of their quests, and it's like, what am I really doing? I'm getting new slimes, and it's a whole lot of running around the locations and putting up the teleporters in the prime location so that you can get from one area to the other really quick so that it's not as tedious. And at that point near the end of the game, it's just like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I guess I'll just look at the wiki, and it's like, I've done the slime ranching. The slime ranching is done. The progression of getting slimes so that you can get money is kind of the bit. And once you have enough money, and once you have enough upgrades, it doesn't feel like there's anything to do. So it sort of peters out towards the end of Slime Rancher. Dark Souls 3, it continually stays fun all the way through the end of the DLC. I like that. I think Dark Souls 3 wins. Oh, here we go. Scott Pilgrim, at least the Joyful. Scott Pilgrim is good, but it's an arcade game, and at least the Joyful is so much better. It's hard to say. Actually, now that I think about it, it's a little hard to say. I could change it. I could fucking change it at any second. I do like a lot of the music, at least the Joyful. And obviously, music in this is great. Sprite work in this... Some of the sprite work in this is cool as well. The fucking creepy, fucked up joy fiends. I forget what they're called. Yeah, they're both good looking, good sounding games. This one has much more depthful story. And a really fun mechanic that I beat without using joy, by the way. I beat the whole game of Lisa the Joyful without using joy. Because having known what joy does to a person, I didn't want her to go through that, okay? She didn't need to go through the joy, so I didn't use any. Nobody fucking believes me when I say I didn't use joy to beat the game. All I had to do was get perfect hits with the sword over and over again. It was so fucking satisfying to beat all those fucking guys. And then this is like, you get to like the penultimate stage, and you're like, I don't care. I've had my fill. I just want to play the first level again because it's easy, but I've already done that, so there's nothing really to do. And you get to the final boss, and it's like, whatever, cool, I guess. Oh, whoops. So yeah, Elisa the Joyful is the one. Portal 2 Pokemon Go. I think Pokemon Go did a lot more for me than Portal 2 has ever done. Even though Portal 2 is great, it's really coupled with Portal 1 in the terms of, the appeal. Hard to say, though, because it's like, Pokemon Go is not really a game as much. I guess I did already say that it's better than GTA 5, which is like, some people will be like, what the fuck? You can drive in GTA 5? You can't drive in Pokemon Go. Yeah, you can. Just get a driver's license and drive in real life. You can do everything you can do in GTA 5 and Pokemon Go. Not the same with Portal. I guess the puzzle game stuff in Portal is very good. I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, it's like, Pokemon Go is like such a big part of my enjoyment of stuff. But Portal 2 is also a very good game. How do you live with yourself if you choose between such things? Oh my god. What do I do? Oh, they both start with a P.O. Urtel 2 and Pokemon Go. if I think of Portal 2 on its own without Portal 1, should I think of Pokemon Go on its own without the rest of the Pokemon's franchise? Because would I give a shit? Because when Pokemon Go has sort of like lost relevance to me as soon as they've updated to Pokemon that I'd never played the generations of. Like Pokemon from Diamond, Pearl, Black and White, and stuff. Like I didn't play those gens. I don't know that shit. So when I see them, I'm like, God, some of these guys are ugly. Some of these guys mean nothing to me. Some of them are just cute, regardless of whatever I've seen before, and I like them. But a lot of the fun with Pokemon Go was initially with Gen 1, which I was very familiar, and getting like my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon and completing the Pokedex, and I did it, and it was like, I went to America to get the Tauros. I think I got the Kangaskhan from an egg, and I have Mr. Mime, and from the European place, and it's like, there was another one, wasn't there? I forget. They added more region exclusives later that I haven't been able to get, but I completed the Gen 1 Pokedex, I'm pretty sure of that. I got the Zapdos, I got the Articuno. I think I got a Mewtwo, I don't think I got Mew. Or did I? I fucking don't remember. No, I must have, because there was the quest about it. And then, Pokemon Go is like such a bonding experience with random people and friends from across the world that I met in America, for sure. And I traded Pokemon. It was like, oh, this is such a fun, it's like a social, it's like good social media. Has no talking at all, just Pokemon in it. Just fucking post your Pokemon emojis. If the world had Pokemon Go and it didn't have Twitter, we'd be fucking rolling in it. Good feelings. We'd be rolling in good feelings and not hatred. Portal 2 couldn't do that. Also, Portal 2 couldn't do a lot of things because it's a game on it. I'm rambling. This video is going to be so fucking long and bloated and pointless if you are sticking with it. I hope you got nothing better to do. Where would this go? Is this going on a Hypocrite because it's gaming related? I feel like this feels like a shit video to put on there. I'll put it on Gibbontakes. Anything that's not, like, supposed to be good, it goes on Gibbontakes. I can't decide, honestly. But I think Pokemon Go just feels more interesting to me, viscerally. So I'm going with that. Alright, now we're in round 4. This is the quarterfinals, because there's 4 quarters. There's quarters. 4 of them. Undertale versus Dark Souls. Oh my god. Are you shitting on me? Are you pissing on me right now with that? Undertale versus Dark Souls? What are you, coming? You gotta be diarrhea everywhere. You just gotta be shitting on me with that. What am I supposed to do? Undertale? Oh, it's Undertale. Dark Souls? Oh, it's Dark Souls. They're both super influential. They're both, well, I would say Dark Souls is a more well-constructed gameplay game. Undertale has a bit of a sort of a janky quality to its shooter segments, but it's not unfair. It's just like it's very specific sort of thing. I feel like the way Dark Souls handles its 3D action RPG combat is probably a little better than the way Undertale does its Toho style stuff. But I'm not a fan of Toho, so I don't really know whether that would work as an analogy or as a comparison. Undertale has a lot of cool characters, a lot of emotional story. Dark Souls also has a lot of emotional characters, but you don't really see them. You know, you kind of have to like look up what is in Dark Souls in order to appreciate it. Such like, you know, the quest lines for the characters like Sigurd. Not Sigurd, Siegfried? Sigmund? Onion Boy. Because he's got a tragic ending. But if you don't know where to find him, and you don't help him in each of those situations, you won't know how he ends. You won't know what happens. And if you don't know where to go to find where he ends up, it's like, you just play the game, you beat it, and you're like, wait, he turns up again, that onion guy? I didn't know that. It's hard to find the first time round. And I guess a few things in Undertale are a bit hard to find. I mean, there's Gaster, obviously, that's ridiculously hard to find, but like, I don't know. Oscar versus Sans, Artorias versus Sans, Undyne versus, Sif. God, you know? If we're talking about sad bits, Sif is a pretty sad bit. Music, probably Undertale's got better music. I can't really argue that Dark Souls has good music because I can't remember any of the songs, but they work for the boss battles and stuff. Obviously, the final boss battle is a very memorable song. Difficulty, the meta qualities. I guess they both sort of have meta qualities. The way Undertale knows that you've saved the game and that you replay it, and it's like commentary of like the types of gamers who just watch Let's Plays rather than actually doing the things that are being done by the character, and the character that you put in the name of is the villain the whole time, kind of. And with Dark Souls, the world design, the gameplay, things that happen, the idea of everyone being hollow, and by giving up you turn into a mindless undead, and the chosen undead is the one who continues playing, i.e. the player, because the idea is if you stop playing, you can't see that you've turned hollow if you give up, but if you continue playing, then you stop being hollow, you're in control, you're in control of your character, and then there's like all of the different players who are playing the game are like lore-wise connected in a sort of parallel universe sort of way, with the soapstones and the ghostly figures of other players playing the game. It's like, it's not the same sort of meta stuff, but there is a bit of that. It's hard to say, honestly. But I think Dark Souls is a bit jank. I would say Undertale is also a bit jank. There's a few puzzles that are just so like, I don't care. You know, if I were to replay Undertale, there'd be like parts where I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this. All I care about is the choices I make, and I want to see whether Flowey says something or not. And, you know, I've seen the Papyrus dialogue. I get it. You know, I don't know whether replaying Undertale will be that fun, because I still haven't replayed it even once. Well, at the time when I played Undertale, I played it over and over again to get a bunch of different endings. But after the genocide, and then the subsequent pacifist, to see the horrible genocide ruined ending, I didn't play it again. And I love Deltarune, but that's not part of this. Oh, I should have put Deltarune on here, I guess. I didn't think to do that. I guess it's big enough to count. Oh well. Gah. Dark Souls are Undertale, 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 Dark Souls are Undertale. That sounded like a bit like the dog noise. I'm sorry, Undertale. I'm sorry. But I like Dark Souls. You're getting to my favorites now. You get into my brain is gonna melt. Choosing between Fallout New Vegas and Minecraft. I have to say though, I think Minecraft is pretty clearly the more better game. Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas got a long way for a reason. It's a very, very fucking robust RPG with choices that feel like they matter, and a game world that is responsive and reactive in a way that games of the time were not in any way similar to. I think games since have come out that have more, like, dynamic stuff to them, but, like, the simple, good dialogue, good story and quest writing for Fallout New Vegas, and the environmental storytelling that they put in all the little zones is so good. Minecraft obviously has none of that. It is completely open-ended sandbox stuff, and it completely has a different appeal. I walk into Fallout New Vegas, I played it all, seen all the quests, and so I remember them. But when I boot up Fallout New Vegas now, it's mostly just to do all the combat. Just shooting the guns feels fun. The gunplay isn't the best gunplay ever, but I like getting, like, a sniper rifle and shooting an enemy like a deathclaw in the fucking head, and I'll be so far away that he can't fucking find me. It feels so good. But you know what? I guess Minecraft has its fair share of interesting, fun combat moments as well. Exploring a cave, getting rid of the enemies, planting torches, it's sort of viscerally interesting every time. And it's just endlessly refreshing, I guess, the way Minecraft is. You know, no dungeon is exactly the same as one you've played before. A hole in the ground, you know, could look like anything, could be anything around any corner, and you have to be prepared for it. And it's not too difficult if you are prepared for it. But if you fall down and you're not prepared, like, oh shit. And in that way, it's like, it's endlessly going to be fun if you like the combat. I don't know why I'm basing it on combat right now. I guess it's just one of the many aspects. I'm trying to see which is the better one. Fallout New Vegas, the combat is like, I remember where, like, groups of enemies live. I remember that, oh yeah, there are fucking Night Stalkers over this way. I remember what the vaults have in them, usually. And even with maps and stuff, sometimes some of the vaults are very confusing and hard to navigate. In Minecraft, at least you can dig straight up if you get lost. Oh, I don't know. I think Minecraft wins. Okay, Lisa the Painful in Dark Souls 3. Well, I've played Dark Souls 3 recently, or have been playing. In fact, I'm going to play it after I finish this, because I just want to. I love it. But it is very linear. You do boss after boss in a specific order, basically with no way to choose your path. I've already killed Yorm the Giant and the Abyss Watchers, obviously, because they are earlier on. And now I'm going up to Anor Londo, and then it'll be on to Lothric, and after that is the DLC. And you know what? I guess it's not that exciting, the prospect of doing all that again. I feel like a lot of early Dark Souls, or like a lot of Dark Souls 3, is fun early on to think, you know, everything's difficult because you're so shit, stat-wise. And honestly, I gotta say, some of the locations in Dark Souls 2 are more interesting to explore. When it gets to near the end of Dark Souls 3, I'm like, Anor Londo. You sort of gotta run in and you kill the guy, and then Lothric is like, oh, there's a lot of fucking castle bits with difficult, annoying enemies, and then the dragons, and once you got rid of the dragons, you can run straight in. But then there's the swampy bit with the big snake guys, and I always hate that place because those snake guys are so difficult, and then there's toxic sludge, so you don't want to stand anywhere. And then there's the big knights, and I guess the Dragon Airy Peak, whatever it's called, that's a nice place. It looks nice. But then there's like the Dark Filing Shrine with that really difficult boss, version of that boss. I'm like, oh fuck, there's a lot of, oh fuck, I don't want to do that in Dark Souls 3 near the end. Lisa the Painful, I can't remember. It's such a different experience, but it was so fun, and so like, oh my god. No, don't fucking do that. I don't know, man. I think Lisa deserves it. That's a strange thing to say. It's not that it deserves it, it's just... I guess I just want to show my appreciation for Lisa the Painful, in a way, by saying that it's better than Dark Souls 3 to me. But I don't know whether that's actually true. It's hard, it's difficult. Yee-yi-yo, yabbity-dibbity-doo. Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's just say, if Dark Souls 3 got this far, it's obviously great. You know, it's on the same level as Undertale. Which is no mean feat, as they say in the Undertale fandom. Lisa the Painful. Like, if I'm thinking Dark Souls 1 is probably better a little bit than Dark Souls 3, just in terms of, like, design and intrigue and stuff. There's a lot of quality of life things in Dark Souls 3, and it looks nicer, generally, but the places you go are a bit, like, less interesting. Lothric Castle just sort of is boring, and I don't like playing the game at the beginning when you start there. I just don't like it. I like going in the undead settlement, and then going down into the swamp, and then going into the Cathedral of the Deep, and then the fucking... what's the other direction? Going down into the catacombs, and into the demon ruins, or whatever, and then up to Irithyll. But Lothric is like, it's just a fucking castle. The Lothric Knights are lovely. I love them. But something about the color of the sky that just bugs me. It's not... whatever. At least the Painful wins, because the color of the sky in the beginning area of Dark Souls 3 sucks. And here we go. Lisa the Joyful in Pokemon Go. Are we gonna go Lisa versus Lisa? Well, let's sneeze a second. So, oh my god. Oh my god. I can't talk for this long. This is bad. I have weak throat. Weak hoarse throat. I can't believe people speak for a living. Pokemon Go, Lisa the Joyful Pokemon Go. I mean, Pokemon Go, I think for the reasons I've sort of, given for Portal 2, it's so much more of an impact on me, viscerally, than Lisa the Joyful. I think it might go all the way? I don't know. Alright, we're on the semi-finals now. Oh my god. Who's gonna fucking win? The whole thing. Who's gonna fucking win? Dark Souls vs. Minecraft. If we think about what happened last time, Dark Souls vs. Undertale, both very influential games. Minecraft, I would say, much more influential than Undertale this decade. But is it still as much as Dark Souls? I guess they're both sort of equally influential in their way. How do I explain my thought process for this one? How do people choose between games? Well, you know what? You don't need to choose. You can just play both of them. Oh, but why must you choose between such things for such a stupid fucking list? Nobody cares which is the best game of the decade. From your perspective of the games you happen to have played, Gib? Yes, they do. They care. Look at them saying it. Look at them saying it. I care about it. Look at them say that verbatim. What if Dark Souls was in Minecraft? What if you build Dark Souls in Minecraft? I tried to do that. I think I tried to make the starting area of Minecraft, the Undead Asylum. I tried to build that in Minecraft. I think I got pretty accurate, actually. I had Minecraft in one screen and then Dark Souls on the other, and I move around, get a camera angle, what does this look like? It's like, oh, it looks like that. I guess I'll build it this many blocks high. That was fun. It's got nothing to do with this, really. I can't really explain, but I think Dark Souls wins. Minecraft is so good, obviously. But then again, Dark Souls has that part later in the game where you're after Ornstein and Smo, and you gotta beat Seath the Scaleless and Ravelord Nito, and it's a lot of just get it over with at that point. It doesn't feel like you're exploring anymore. It feels like you're doing a checklist. It's a different feeling of the game. Dark Souls is best early game. Always. It always seems to be the best early game. The later you go into the game, the more it sucks. I don't know how to explain it. Minecraft, honestly, exactly the same. The more established you are in Minecraft, the less there is to do, really, and the more it's like, well, I mean, I have every block I could ever fucking want. Now I just gotta craft and build stuff, and I don't have any fucking building ideas, so I guess I'm bored now, and I leave. At least Dark Souls has an ending, and Minecraft, the ending is like a nether dragon, and it's not really that fun to get to it, but, like, that's not really you can't really compare, like, linking the fire to beating the ender dragon. Because it's not, like, the end game of Minecraft is what you make of it. It's not literally what makes the credits roll. Hey guys, what do you think? Dark Souls or Minecraft? Which is better? I hope everyone in the comments gives scathing critiques and their opinion of who should have won in, like, which one-on-one, if anything stuck out to you as, like, obviously this game is better than this game for this reason. And I don't even mind, like, you shouldn't be arguing from my perspective, you should be arguing from yours. If you've played these two games, what would you say? Because I actually want to know. It's more interesting to have a comment section filled with unique personal experiences. So go fucking ham if you got to this part in the video and you haven't left, which is what I expect for most people. I've just been talking for so long. Get to the fucking point. They skip to the end, and they find out, and then they leave. So yeah, do that. Leave comments. If you leave comment because I said so, that's cool. If you leave comment without my say-so, that's also cool. In fact, it's cooler. Do I include things you can do online? Because I've mostly been thinking of Minecraft as, like, the single-player experience. And the servers you can join, they may have mods on them, which I don't know whether that counts. But the fact that mods are so easy and so allowed is like, yeah, I guess it's like, you know, it's kind of part of the game. They expect people to make servers with mods on them because people have always done that, and Minecraft allows it. So it's not really right to exclude it for any reason. And on that basis, I think it ekes out Dark Souls just because of, you know, the wildly creative community of people that can make things that you can play in Minecraft. You know, the creative freedom in Minecraft extends towards everybody out there who can make a map. And I have enjoyed playing on special servers, and even just vanilla servers with stuff in them, so, like, I think Minecraft wins. I think it wins. Yeah, I fucking think it wins. Yeah, fucking... At least the painful first Pokemon Go, you gotta be insane. You gotta be ensign. I don't know what to do. My voice is gone. I can't speak about what I think anymore. Oh, this is so painful. I feel like I must go away and lease the Pokemon. Like, lease them. Like, rent them out. Lease a Pokemon. They're so fucking different. But I think the joy I get from just walking outside and playing a Pokemon Go session, back when I cared about it at least, was more than I felt playing Lisa. Maybe not at the most heights of the game, but you can't play the climax of a game over and over again without it diminishing in feels. Am I gonna say Pokemon Go is the game of the decade? Of course not. It's not gonna win against Minecraft. I don't know what Lisa the Painful is gonna do against Minecraft either. I feel like Minecraft has won. This is runner-up. I'm trying to think, do I want to replay Lisa the Painful? And would I get back into Pokemon Go? What are the answers to those questions? Do I want to replay Lisa the... I don't. I kinda like the idea of re-experiencing those moments, but I could do that in a Let's Play, or a long play if I really wanted to remember what it looked like. But playing it again is like, I'm not sure I would want to play it again, but it is a fucking phenomenal experience to experience. But as with a lot of RPGs where it's like turn-based, it's a strategy game, first and foremost, and I'm more of an action game kind of person. So, and Pokemon Go, while it's not much of a game, the experience of catching Pokemon and traveling and sharing experiences with friends and doing all this cool shit is like, I could see myself getting back into it. Like after quarantine is lifted, after COVID has been like neutralized to a point where people are safe to walk around and travel moreover, I would love to like go back to America to see my friends and play Pokemon Go again. Like I feel like that would be something I could imagine myself getting back into. Right now I don't care about it, cause obviously, but I think it wins. I think it wins second place. Cause fucking Minecraft is so big, you can't lose to Pokemon Go. Minecraft wins. Such a big game. Oh god. Bronze match. How does this work? Oh, this is the loser bracket? Okay, so Dark Souls Prepare to Die, at least the painful. Fuck. Right, last little one. Well, based on how I said Pokemon Go wins, I don't see myself really replaying this, even though I really liked it. I have replayed this like 100,000 times at this point, and I will do again. So, even though emotionally this wins, I think as the whole package, as a full-on video game, I would have to say Dark Souls. So there we have it. We have the final results. Wowee! So here we are, the final results. Minecraft is the game of the decade. Of the games I played and enjoyed, my opinion, it's Gibbs' opinion time. It has been Gibbs' opinion time the whole time, and this is the game of the decade for me, Minecraft. Second game of the decade. Second place is Pokemon Go, and third place is Dark Souls, a Prepare to Die edition. Then, Lisa the Painful in fourth place. Undertale in fifth place. Fallout New Vegas, also in fifth place. So we got ties. We got ties out to AS. So we got Undertale, Fallout New Vegas, Dark Souls 3, and Lisa the Joyful in fifth place. That all seems quite right. I feel like this is a pretty good system right now. I've done Bloodborne in ninth place. And also in ninth place, everything's in ninth place. I think everything's in ninth. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is how it is. This is the real thing. So Minecraft, Pokemon Go, Dark Souls Prepare to Die, Lisa the Painful, Dark Souls 3. Yeah, Dark Souls 3, Fallout New Vegas, Lisa the Joyful, Undertale. Then in ninth place, Bloodborne, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, Demon Souls, Journey, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World the Game, and Slime Rancher. I feel like that could be differentiated a little bit because, like, Demon Souls is probably better than Slime Rancher, but I don't know, actually, what I would do with these. But those are all pretty great games. I would play those again. All of these I would play again. At some point, or at least have enjoyed. I don't know what I'm saying. Now, 17th place. They've all made a loss. I don't know how these are in 33rd place and these are in 17th place. But Ahead in Time, A Short Hike, Bad As You, Downwell, Fire Emblem Awakening, GTA 5, Hollow Knight, Kenshi. Kenshi should have done better than that. Kirby's Epic Yarn, Last Day of June, Layton vs. Wright. Professor Layton vs. Finch Wright. Ni no Kuni, Revenant Kingdom, Pokemon Sun and Moon, The Last of Us, The Stanley Parable, Trover Saves the Universe, From Dust, Kirby's Adventures, Wii, LA Noire, Terraria, and Uncharted 3. Damn. Well, what do you know? You skipped to the end and you found out. Or you listened to the whole video, in which case, do that thing I said. So thank you all for watching this, like, really, who is like a, like, low budget game of the decade video. No effort put into the presentation. Who cares? I just felt like saying what I thought about video games for a little while. Or a long while. It's probably like a fucking 45 minute to an hour long video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, that's it.